After the Wii came out, a lot more channels got released that you could get from the Mii Shop channel. A lot of these channels are pretty good, so I'm going over even more Wii channels today. I'm going to cover some obscure channels, as well as some well-known ones, starting with the assistant channels. Hope you enjoy it. Download assistant channels were pre-installed on Wii's and also came with games you bought. They would give you information about the channel and send you to the Mii Shop channel to get it. The music is calm. Most of them were made by Nintendo, but some of them were streaming services. Apparently Hulu Plus has unique audio for some reason. Alright, with that said, let's go over the Everybody Votes channel. The Everybody Votes channel allowed people to vote on polls and predict what people around the world voted for. The channel was released on February 13th, 2007, which was a surprise since it wasn't announced beforehand. It just appeared on the Mii Shop channel and was announced after you were able to get it. The channel featured a question with 2 options to choose from. There were usually 3 regional questions offered, and also 1 or more global questions offered. After a while, the questions would be replaced with new ones. New regional questions were added on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Global questions were only posted twice a month. The first global question was, do you prefer dogs or cats? Dogs got 63.7%, while cats got 36.3%, and 80% predicted dogs were gonna win. When getting on the channel for the first time, you are told to register a Mii to vote. You could only have a max of 6 Miis. After that, the first thing you see are the polls. I really like the music all these channels have. It has a unique style to it. When you select a poll, you can move your Mii onto the answer you choose. Then you get to predict the most popular answer if you want to. After a poll closes, you are able to see the results and see if your prediction was correct. It only saved the last 12 polls you did. A pie chart is shown with Mii's filling it to show how many people voted and what they chose. It displays states in 2 different colors to show which answer the majority of the state chose, and also how close they are to predicting the outcome. You're also able to see what answer a gender chose the most. With the percentage, the gender was determined from the Mii used. Along with that, you get a rank with how close you were to predicting the outcome. It was shown in the How Tuned In Are You section, with a number between 0 and 500 to show your distance from public opinion. You were also able to suggest a question with 2 answers a day. This was the first channel to have a changing icon, which displayed the national polls but not the worldwide polls. This feature was added to other channels after the channel's release. Since the channel was a part of Reconnect 24, it was shut down with everything else on the service on June 27, 2013. Reconnect 24 has a 24 since it was supposed to be on 24 hours a day. The channel was revived through Reconnect 24 on December 2, 2017, over 4 years after the discontinuation. Reconnect 24 was later merged with Relink in late 2023 and early 2024, and still works today. There's also a website with an archive of all the polls from the channel. Now onto the Check Mii Out channel. The Check Mii Out channel allows you to upload Mii's online and download Mii's other people have created. The channel was released on November 12, 2007, almost 9 months after the Everybody Votes channel was released. On the Wii menu, a headline will appear showing when there was an update to a contest being held. This channel actually has looping banner music, which a lot of Wii channels don't have. This was also the first channel to use the Wii message board. You would get a notification when a new contest was available. You're able to opt out of notifications on the channel or on the message if you want to. When you get on the channel, you see 2 options. The Posting Plaza, which shows Mii's, then Contests, which has you make a Mii that looks similar to what you're asked to make, and also lets you vote on Mii's other people posted. You're able to like a Mii, and sent to your Mii Plaza. When you go to the Mii channel, it says the Mii was sent by Nintendo. You're unable to edit them, but you're still able to use them in Wii games. Some Wii games like Wii Sports Resort have a feature where Miis from the Check Mii Out channel could appear. It even says that some Miis might not be appropriate depending on your age. They knew what type of Miis were being posted, and I'm not sure if there was any moderation on the Check Mii Out channel. You're able to search for Miis, but you have to enter a 12-digit number, which is common on the Wii. Miis would be given a rank from 1 to 5 stars, depending on how many people like the Mii. Users would also get a rank depending on how many likes they receive from the Miis they have uploaded. The users uploading were called Mii Artisans. Rank 1 is called a Master Mii Artisan. One thing they didn't remove when they released the channel was being able to access the build date. If you press A, B, down, 1, 2, up, minus, plus on the channel, it shows the build date. This also works on some other channels and also games, sometimes only when they freeze. There are also 2 stats users had: highest Mii ranking, which shows the highest ranking you've gotten in a contest. Judging Eye shows the rank you got for judging Miis, but only the most recent rank, not the best rank you've gotten. The channel had contests all the time, with Miis being submitted that best fitted the category. Your Mii can get a rank from 1 to 10. There's also an animation of your Mii going up a mountain. Depending on the rank, it will change how far up the Mii goes. The Japan version of the channel actually has a Mii on a mountain for the banner. There were also some Nintendo themed contests the channel had. This channel was also part of Reconnect 24, so it was shut down on the same day as the other channel. But the channel was revived through Reconnect 24 on December 2nd, 2019, over 6 years after the discontinuation. There's actually a fan website that lets you see all the Miis posted. Now onto the Nintendo channel. The Nintendo channel allows you to watch videos about Wii and DS games, and also Nintendo Week. You also were able to connect a DS to your Wii to play demos. This channel was released on May 7th, 2008. The main feature of this channel was being able to download DS game demos through Download Play. The only way to get them beforehand was going to a DS download station at a store. Aside from that, it was mostly trailers and commercials. This channel actually has a feature that allows you to see your playtime on a game. The Wii message board would display the time for a single day, but this channel tells you the total time. The channel also showed info about games and allowed you to rate them. When viewing WiiWare, you were able to be sent to the page on the Wii shop channel so you could buy it. This channel was discontinued with Reconnect 24, but was revived through Reconnect 24 in February 2019. That's about it for the Nintendo channel. Onto the Internet channel. The Internet channel is a version of the Opera web browser for Wii. A free version was released on December 22nd, 2006 called Internet Channel Trial Version. The next version was called Internet Channel Final Version and was released on April 11th, 2007 and was free to download until June 30th, 2007. After that, you had to pay 500 Wii points until September 1st, 2009, when it became free again. Everyone who got it when it was free got to keep it, and anyone who got it for 500 Wii points got a refund in the form of an NES game. So the channel lets you use a USB keyboard on it, and also has Adobe Flash Player. You use the Wii pointer as a mouse. One thing weird is that you have to go into the settings, so it takes up the full screen instead of a little bit of it. The browser is very old, so you could barely use it for stuff. There are websites made for the Wii that allow you to play games on it. One of the websites is WiiNet. That's about it for the Internet channel. Onto the Kirby TV channel. This channel was released on June 23rd, 2011. For Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. This channel allowed you to watch an episode of Kirby right back at you for free. A lot of the sounds were from Kirby's Epic Yarn. It added new episodes until December 1st, 2011. After that, the channel was revived for a second one on April 5th, 2012, until September 13th, 2012. New episodes were added every few days and were removed every 2 weeks. When a new episode was made available, you could opt in to receive a message on the message board. The message had a special envelope and paper. You would sometimes get a key to watch an episode that was no longer available after watching an episode. Japan didn't get the channel, but they were able to watch the show off Winoma or Wiiroom, which was a streaming service made by Nintendo for the Wii only in Japan. Episodes of the show were added in June 2009 for 100 Wii points for each episode. Even though it was never released in Japan and the US, there are save file icons in the files of the channel. The channel was discontinued on June 28, 2013. The successor for the channel was the Nintendo Anime Channel on the 3DS that was exclusive to Europe and Japan. Oh, there was also a revival service for the channel called Stream Network that was merged with Relink. The revival loops through 55 episodes of the show. That's about everything for the Kirby TV channel. That's all the channels I'm going to cover in this video. All the footage was from the Reconnect 24 and Relink versions. I plan on going over Japan exclusive re-channels in the future, since there's quite a few. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Goodbye and have a great day.